Hello. First of all the best for the A level exam. I hope you all have done your studies really well and we got time than we expected. So, within that period of time, I hope you have done all your studies well. As usual, we are getting two papers to be done within 6 hours, like literature first paper and the language paper, which will be the second paper. So, what I would like to share is first of all, read your paper well, read the questions well. I know most of the time, even though you are a good writer, even though you are a good reader, you might miss at the exam. So, it depends on, like we normally say, like it depends on the luck, it depends on your writing, it depends on the way you studied. So, there are a lot of things like that. So, first of all, when you get the paper, you have to go through the questions really well. Don't get panic. Don't don't try to write for the answer questions at once. It is very important to read your questions really well. No matter you take 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or like as you want, you take time and read. Because first of all, what you need to do is you need to understand the question. And the second thing is you have to select the best questions, the easiest questions that you can score. You all know A level, advanced level is a competitive exam. So to get the university entrance and to pass, especially to pass the A level English literature, English as a subject, it's a very hard thing. Sometimes even though you do your work well, even though you write really well, you might end up with an S pass or a C pass. But remember, pass the subject would be a big thing, great thing. So you will get a lot of opportunities. But even for that, you need to answer exactly, answer to the point. So one of the main thing you should do is you have to address to the question. Sometimes you just write about the poet, about the dramatist. Like for example, most of the time when you are writing about Shakespearean Othello, one of the greatest drama tragedy written by Othello, like that you might write a common introduction, common answer. So avoid writing something common because remember the examiners, they read large number of papers, large number of answers. So make your answer different always. So what I told you at once, read the questions, then select the questions that you can score more. And sometimes I know you might not able to answer all the questions. You might skip one context question, one essay type question you might miss. But take like count, collect the questions, like if you do this context question from this drama and the essay type question from this drama, and see, you all should have a rough idea how much you can get for this question. When you write an answer, you should be able to guess, like I might according to the teacher's given marks, you might able to guess like I might get 10 marks out of 17 for this, like that. Then see how, like if you, what is the combination, what whether you should do the glass menagerie context question or Othello context question or whatever, Tess of the Bill context question or Nectarine Save, Julie's People. So select the questions. That is one of the major thing. And also when you do the easiest question at once, when you write an enough answer, which will be 3 sides or 4 sides, like when you write an enough answer, you will have a rough idea. You will get confidence. That is one of the main thing. When you get confidence, you feel like writing, because sometimes when you sit for the exam, when you sit and the invigilators give you the paper, you feel like your mind is blank. There's nothing in your mind. You haven't studied anything. That is natural. You might feel like that. But when you read the questions one by one, everything that you have studied throughout the whole period will come to your mind. It will flow to your mind. So keep that in your mind. And also, No need to, I think like now the exam's getting closer, so you don't need to get panic at the last moment and study. So take time, just watch movies, have fun, enjoy, because now the time you had for studying, it's over. You don't need to study at the last moment and get panic. So relax. When you relax as much as you can easily achieve your target. So that is what I feel, that is what I would like to share. And also in the second paper, sometimes the unseen poems, unseen passages might be hard, but you can really score well from the essays. Essay, it's your own writing. If you have selected the correct essay topic, if you have selected the drama review topic, or whatever you would like to do, the story writing or whatever, you can do that, and it carries 30 marks. So at least like you can target, you can have somewhat amount by doing that question. So second, select the précis writing, the summarizing question, and next go to the poem, right? Divide your time. If you feel like you are exceeding, if you are getting more time for the essay, don't do that. Like maximum 1 hour for the essay, enough, you just write, because you can write 3 sides, 4 sides within that time, then that's enough. Then move on to the next question. So select the easiest question at once, gain confidence and do, and don't wait till the last moment, till the invigilators come and call you, give me the paper. So don't wait until the last moment. Tie your papers well. Sometimes like by mistakenly you might end up taking the answers you have written at home, right? Avoid such silly errors, because you all are A-level students. You are supposed to like, you should have a like very balanced mind. So don't get panic at the last moment. Remember, you all got time than you expected. So now it's more than enough. And also take care of yourselves. Follow the health guidelines given by the government, and take care of your like using public transport and everything, you all know. So take care of yourself and take time, read the questions, do the easiest question, like follow all the guidelines. Reading, it's really important, because sometimes you might get difficult words in the questions. So try to identify. Sometimes in the précis summary writing or somewhere, like you might get a word that you may not understand the meaning, because like English or even Sinhala, like we all don't know all the words in the language. So there's a possibility that you may get a word that you don't know. But at least you all know that as good writers, you all know to identify whether this word is a noun, adjective or adverb. Noun, verb, adjective or adverb. We divide the words into 4 groups. So you know the function. If it's a noun, you know what's the function of a noun. If it's an adverb, you know what's the function of the adverb. So find out, like if you get a word like that, at least find out what is this word, whether it's a verb or noun or adjective or adverb. Then you can guess, you can have a rough idea what does this word mean, right? So do the maximum. It's always doing the papers, writing for a paper, it's like a cricket match. We cannot predict. Something will happen. So we have to face for that. Unnecessarily when you get panic and afraid, and I know some are like shivering and vomiting, or like you get different kind of sicknesses at the exam when the exam's coming closer. Avoid that. No need to get panic and all. If trust yourself, you know what you have studied. Now the time, like within the period of time, you know what you have done. So get the maximum. Sometimes like even though you have done a little study on something, you might get the maximum use from that. So it depends on the way you write the answer, way you address the question, way you use your vocabulary. Use as much as words possible, and make sure you write the correct handwriting, correct spellings, capitalization. Don't do the silly errors, simple errors. So it's better if you can than writing until the last moment. It's better take save 5 minutes or 10 minutes to go through your answers once again. So read, so sometimes than writing the last question, imagine you leave a context question to write at the end at last, than writing that sometimes it will be useful to read what you have written. So capitalization, uh, punctuation marks, because like those are like very simple things they are paying attention, but if you miss such a thing in your answers, that means you haven't like you miss the academic, the qualities of an academic writer. We are expecting, the examiners are expecting academic writers, so remember that. And handwriting should be clear, because always told you all, it is human beings those who are going to correct your answers. So make sure you are writing an answer for the humans to correct, not a computer correcting your answers, right? So correct, and don't, no need of saying this is the way I write. That should be a way of writing that everybody expect, everybody accept, right? So pay attention to those things and take care of yourselves, and all the best. Do your maximum at the exam, and even after the exam, do something productive. Make use of the time in a productive way. Have a good time. Thank you. Thanks for listening. Bye. Good luck.